Hello, welcome to Before the Crowd, hosted by me, Down at 14, a young urban Zambian adult on a mission to provide a voice and space for people to discuss and explore various challenges and opportunities that come with navigating life. From current events to timeless debates, join me as we delve into the world around us and discover new perspectives. So grab your headsets, sit back, and get ready to join the conversation. Hey, what's good? This is Before the Crowd, and I'm Down at 14, your host. And today we're going to be talking about a topic that's been a kind of a hot button issue for the past 102 years to date, but has kind of gone under the radar with most of the Zambian youth. Today we're going to be talking about the return of Homo heidelbergensis, or properly known by most Zambians as the Broken Hill Man. As many of you may know, the Broken Hill Man was discovered in Kawe by accident by a miner, not a kid, an actual miner with a pickaxe by the name of Tom Zwigler. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering his name. And since his accidental discovery of the Broken Hill Man's remains, they have been housed by the British Museum. But as we'll be discussing today, the Zambian government has been trying to bring back these remains back home for decades now. Let's start by looking at the history of this issue. As I mentioned earlier, the Broken Hill Man was discovered in Zambia in 1921 and has been in a British museum ever since. But the Zambian government has made several attempts to have him returned to the country, and in 1974 they wrote to their British counterparts requesting for the return of the skull. But the British responded saying it was a gift to their Natural History Museum. In 2016, the Zambian government made another presentation to the Intergovernmental Committee for Promoting the Return of Cultural Property. But again, there was no luck. So why has the British Museum been so unwilling to return the Broken Hill Man to Zambia? One reason that has been given is that Zambia did not have the capacity to store and preserve such a treasure. But as we mentioned earlier, 100 years have passed, and Zambia is more than capable of properly preserving the Broken Hill Man. Another reason that has been given or suggested is that the British Museum simply does not want to part with such an important historical artifact. But as we will discuss in the next segment, there are many compelling reasons why the Broken Hill Man should be returned to his home country. So by now you're probably asking, what can we do to bring back the Broken Hill Man to Zambia? First and foremost, it's important to keep pressure on the British Museum and government to do the right thing. And that's why I'm asking everyone listening right now to go on their social medias and use a hashtag Bring Back the Broken Hill Man on every social media platform. We can also reach out to our local and national politicians and ask them to advocate for the return of the Broken Hill Man and other cultural, heritage, and historical artifacts. And finally, we can continue to educate ourselves and others about the importance of cultural heritage and the preservation and protection of it. Okay, now, I should really start to wind up. I've already stolen like 3 minutes of your time. So, yeah, I'm of the firm belief that the return of the Broken Hill Man's remains is an important step in the movement of repatriation of cultural property to Africa. It's a recognition of the importance of these objects and remains as a part of a country's cultural heritage and an acknowledgement of their rightful place in their country of origin. I hope that this episode has provided some insight into these important issues, and we'll be back with more episodes of Before the Crowd soon. Next week. And a big shout out to Z Student Power for helping with the inspiration for this episode. You can find them on Facebook, and if you do, give a big shout out to me because I could really use the attention. So yeah, next week, more episodes. Down at 14, signing off.